and welcome to another edition of Driving Thoughts. It's been a while since I posted the last video, and my goodness, a great deal has changed in the world since a year ago. We've had lockdown in South Africa, hard lockdown, where we were confined to our homes for several weeks. We've had different levels of lockdown, and we've now got our children back at school after many months of them not being at school, and the challenges that presented. But I thought it would be a good idea to kind of look back over the past 12 months and consider what have been the key learnings. And as I thought about that, I distilled it down to an ABC. So without any further ado, let me share that with you. So the A, I thought we could use the word attitude. I think it would have been very easy for us to have been completely consumed by the negativity surrounding the coronavirus lockdown. It has certainly been a challenge, and I think it's been important for us as school leaders to maintain a positive attitude throughout. Yes, there certainly have been difficult moments of decision making and challenges from be it parents or context, and yet it's been so important that as leaders we have maintained a positive attitude despite the challenges. I think our parents, our staff, our faculty, they look to us for that positive attitude. They look at us and they say, how are you as the school principal dealing with the challenges that have been presented? Are you simply giving up and curling into a little ball and choosing to ignore the challenges around you? Or are you in fact being proactive? Are you getting out there, finding solutions, bringing others into the conversation and trying to make things work? So yes, certainly I think maintaining a positive attitude and with a forward-looking approach has been key. And although it has been difficult at times, I would like to think that that is something that we've been able to do. Secondly, B, I would say the B stands for belief. Belief in what? Well, I think it's belief in others and belief in ourselves. So let's start with belief in others. I think, it's been important for us to believe in those who have leadership over us. I think of people in government. I think of our civic leaders who've had to make hard, difficult decisions in the midst of a challenging global pandemic. I think it's been important for us to have belief in our own staff members, our teachers, who have been faced with difficult and challenging circumstances in which they've had to step up and perhaps definitely approach their teaching in ways that have been new to them. I think it's belief in our children. They have the capacity to come back to school and to learn, despite the fact that they're having to wear masks, despite the fact that there's social distancing, despite the fact that they cannot play all the sport they wanted to play, and do the activities that they've become accustomed to at school. It's a belief that things will get better. It's a belief that says no matter what we face, we can manage this together. So certainly I think a belief in others has been an important part of this process. I also want to say I think the belief in ourselves is important. I know there have been times over the past 12 months when, in all honesty, I've wondered, have I been up to this? Have I been up to leading a school of many hundreds of children and their parents and a fairly large staff through these unprecedented times? There have been times when I've doubted that. There have been times where I have questioned my own decision making. I've been times when I've been concerned about whether I've made the right decisions. But fundamentally, what's really important for us is that we believe that we have been appointed into our positions for the right reasons, for the right time. It's not by accident that we find ourselves as school leaders. And if we believe that we've been appointed with the right skills and abilities, then we need to believe that we can do this. It certainly has been challenging though, and I don't want to underestimate that in any way. I certainly feel that I've been stretched, and even as early as 2 or 3 weeks into our new academic school year, which for us in South Africa is in January, there were moments when I doubted it. There were moments when I doubted that I was properly equipped to handle this challenge. I doubted whether in fact this was the career I should be choosing to follow. Fortunately, those moments have passed, and I'm glad to be where I am. But honestly, it has been challenging. So I do think a self-belief is important. That's not the same as arrogance. It's a belief that you've been appointed for such a time as this. It's a belief that you have the abilities, the skills, the talents, and the insight to lead your school. And C, the third of our ABC, I'm going to choose the word camaraderie. Why camaraderie? Well, I can tell you that it has been so wonderful for me to be able to connect regularly with fellow principals through Google Meets and Zoom meetings since last year, since the pandemic began. Being able to connect with fellow principals who are in the trenches with me has been vital. We've been able to share ideas, share our struggles, share our thinking, our solution finding. We've been able to do that together. And I think that has been absolutely invaluable as we learn from one another. Camaraderie amongst our staff. You know, when I had to try and do a Google Meet with my staff last year at some point, I swore I would never do it again. It wasn't possible to really connect with people, having been apart for so long due to COVID lockdown. Not being able to see people face to face was difficult, and yet there was still that connection. You know, during hard lockdown, obviously we weren't able to be together at school, so we initiated a Wednesday coffee chat where those who were wanting to or needed to would be able to get together via Google Meet on a Wednesday and really just talk and share their own feelings about what was going on, share their own fears and concerns, and just connect with their staff mates. And I think that's also been a really important part of this experience. And I think as school leaders, it's imperative that we create those moments for camaraderie to happen. We create opportunities for teachers to share their learning, to share their problem-solving ideas, to share their understanding of the challenges that we face. So I do believe that this togetherness, this teamwork, the spirit of teamwork, camaraderie, has been absolutely vital to successfully navigating the challenges of the past 12 months. So there we have it, the A, the B, and the C. The attitude, the belief, and the camaraderie. I think those are just three of the many learnings that we've experienced over the past 12 months. And I certainly hope that as you lead your school, as you find yourself in a position of influence over the lives of others in the direction of your school, that you will take these to heart. And perhaps if you feel that you would like to, I would love to see you put your own thoughts on this in the comment section below. Please make sure you do that. Make sure that you have written the things that you have learned, and to share with those who will see this video in the future. I will try and comment on those that you leave. I think maybe you can write your own ABCs. I'm quite sure that amongst the thousands of people who have been leading schools across not only South Africa, but across the world, we've all got things that we've learned, possibly even mistakes that we've made that we've learned from, and the successes that we can share with others. So please feel free to do that. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. As they say in most of these YouTube videos, smash the like button. Don't worry about smashing it, just click on it and you'll be notified when a new video is posted. It'd be great to have you as part of the Head Thoughts team. As I said, it's been a while since I last posted something, but I certainly hope that now that we are managing our schools in a way that doesn't require such intensity, that I'll be able to post more regularly. But on that note, just a huge thank you for popping by. A thank you for watching this video to the end, and hope to see you soon. Take care, guys.